this week in my Todoist video, I have an absolutely brilliant trick that you can use with Gmail if you're using my Action This Day folder system with your email. If you're not, it'll still work, but not quite as effective. So this is what it's all about this week. It's about linking your Gmail email Action This Day folder into your Todoist routines folder. Now, before we go any further, if you do get any value from this video, then please help me and hit that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Todoist, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let me now take you into my Todoist and Gmail and show you how to get this set up. Okay, the first thing we need to make sure that you have done is that you have actually set up an Action This Day folder in your Gmail application. So I have my Action This Day folder written here. For those of you that don't know, I'll put a link in the show notes to my How I Manage My Email video, so you can see what the Action This Day folder does. But essentially, any email that needs an action from me, whether it's a reply or there's some information I need to act on, will go into my Action This Day folder. Now, what you want to be doing is clearing this folder every day, hence the reason the name Action This Day, which is a phrase I actually stole from Winston Churchill that he used in the Second World War. So essentially what you need to do is to get this link here. So you want to get this link here. So I'm going to copy this link. So on a Mac, you can just type Command L. That will give you highlighted, and then obviously Command C to copy it. And then go over to your Todoist. Now, hopefully you are following my time sector system, but even if you're not and you just have a routines folder, this is a really good daily routine action to create. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a task. I'm going to paste the link to my Gmail Action This Day folder, and in brackets I'm going to write clear Action This Day folder. Now, the reason I'm using the phrase clear Action This Day folder is I could put check Action This Day folder, but that's only kind of telling me to check it. Now remember, when you're creating tasks, you want to be creating tasks in your current intelligent self for your future dumb self. So I want this to be really clear, and I love the action verb clear because it's telling me I need to zero this folder out. Once you've done that, you can add the task. Now, what you're going to see is this. First of all, you're going to see the mail app icon here. Now, this generally I've only found works with Gmail. If you actually forward an email from, say, Apple Mail or Outlook, it doesn't actually create this little envelope. This is part of the integration that Google and Todoist have together. So you get this actual email icon here, and then clear Action This Day. So essentially, if I do this, if I do this now, Safari is set up as my default browser on this computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that, and that's going to open up Safari. But what it's going to do is it's going to take me into my mail accounts directly to my Action This Day folder. So I don't get waylaid by all these additional emails in my inbox. Remember, I want to clear the Action This Day. I don't want to procrastinate and start processing email in my inbox. When I click on that task, the goal is to clear my Action This Day folder, not to start reviewing my actions, my email in my inbox. So this is just one of those really useful tips that you can use when you want to actually create a regular recurring event, which is just a routine to make sure you clear this folder. Now, there's a couple of other things that you can do here. Of course, you can go into here and I can actually create a little bit. If I just tap on this to edit the folder, I'm going to go there and I'm just going to put in you can do ** and ** like this, and hopefully that will now make that bold. So when you're showing it up in the list here, I've got clear Action This Day folder and it is bold. And it really stands out. So another little tip, you can obviously add emojis in there. Now I should also point out that this also works on your mobile phones as well. So if you click on it on a mobile phone or an iPad, it will take you to the Gmail interface. Now the thing is, it's likely to take you, because it's a web page, it's going to take you to the web app, but still you can get straight to your Action This Day folder. So there you go. There's just a quick tip on managing your email. It makes it super fast, and it helps to avoid that procrastination of saying, oh yeah, I need to clear this Action This Day folder. You open up Gmail and there you go, you're straight into inbox, and now you're distracted by all the things in your inbox. Not the perfect way to clear your Action This Day folder. So there you go. That's the quick tip that I wanted to share with you this week. Hopefully you found this useful. Don't forget, if you do like this video, then please hit a like. If you do get any value from this video, then please hit the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Oh, and stick around to the end, because I have a very exciting new course that I would love you to know about. Well, there you go. Just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. Now, I'd like to introduce you to a brand new way of managing your tasks. Now, this system is called the time sector system. It's designed to do away with your projects, to do away with your goals, or at least do away with them from your time management system, your to-do list manager, and instead focuses on when you are going to do the task. Now, the reason for this is from a research that I did for the whole of last year, figuring out why most people were really struggling with their tasks, getting their tasks done on a day-to-day basis. What I discovered was they were managing their tasks by project. And the biggest problem with managing tasks by project is, first of all, deciding whether a task is a project or not. 2 or more tasks becomes a project, which means that you end up with a huge project list. And once you have a huge project list, just managing that list takes up an awesome amount of time. Time you could better be spent actually doing the work, not organizing. The time sector method is designed to do away with all that processing, so that the only decision you have to make is when are you going to do a task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, how urgent a task is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. So I have launched a brand new course that gives you the step-by-step approach of setting up the time sector method. It's a revolutionary course. It's designed for the 21st century. For all the inputs that we get today, all the emails, the Slack messages, and everything else that comes our way, it's designed to deal with that, to manage that, so you stay focused on what you have identified are your most important tasks for the day. I'd love to see you in the course. Full details of the course are in the show notes below. I'd love you to check it out. Join me in the course, and let's take your productivity to a greater level than you've ever imagined. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I just wish you all a very, very productive week.